Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Your Excellency, with your permission, I'll begin. His Excellency the Governor will present the following honours and awards. Appointed an Officer of the Order of Australia in the General Division, Professor Rajiv Kharana, for distinguished service to medicine in the field of immunology through contributions to the development of cellular immunotherapies for the treatment of cancers, infectious complications and chronic diseases, as a senior researcher, academic and author, as a member of professional councils and panels, and as an office holder at executive level in multiple professional organisations in the field. Appointed an Officer of the Order of Australia in the Military Division, Air Vice Marshal Andrew Eric Dowse, for distinguished service to the Australian Defence Force, in particular through exceptional leadership during senior appointments in the Royal Australian Air Force in advancing the RAF's capability development, strategy and planning, and improvements in information and communication technology services, and in developing closer relationships with the United States Air Force. Your Excellency, some military personnel have protected identities and will be identified by title and initial only. Awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, Group Captain S, for distinguished command and leadership as a commander in a dynamic and complex environment during Operation Okra from September 2014 to April 2015, inspiring confidence and high morale throughout the task element and contributing directly to the maintenance of exceptional standards of mission and combat effectiveness. Appointed a member of the Order of Australia in the General Division, the Honourable Michelle May, QC, for significant service to the law, particularly to the Family Court of Australia, as a senior judge and regional coordinating judge, to judicial administration as a senior office holder in the Australasian Institute of Judicial Administration, and to national and international professional law associations. Mr. Cosmos Stan Sklavos, for significant service to the pharmacy profession through senior executive, leadership and advisory roles in the private sector and in professional bodies, including at the national level, to tertiary education in the pharmacy field, and to community health through engagement with community organisations and their projects. Mr. Hugh Douglas Sheardown, for significant service to community health, particularly to people with celiac disorders, through senior positions in Celiac Australia, including National President and Board Member, and as a Committee Member and President of Celiac Queensland. the Honourable Anne Marie Warner, for significant service to the people and Parliament of Queensland, as Member for Kurilpa and Member for South Brisbane, as Minister for Family Services and Aboriginal Affairs, through senior positions in the Australian Labor Party, and as an advocate for women in the criminal justice system, including as President of Sisters Inside. Appointed a Member of the Order of Australia in the Military Division, Brigadier Michael David Prichter, for exceptional service as Director General Training at Headquarters Forces Command and Commander of the 16th Aviation Brigade, contributing through high-level leadership, dedication and professional mastery, and by example, to a safe and highly capable Australian Army aviation capacity and to force generation capabilities. Awarded the Conspicuous Service Cross, Flight Lieutenant Lauren Rachel Bishop, for outstanding achievement and professionalism at No. 5 Flight in developing logistics support to Heron remotely piloted aircraft operations for the Royal Australian Air Force, contributing to the reputation of the Australian Defence Force as a lead organisation in this field. Major Ben Gerard Lansky, for outstanding achievement as Officer Commanding Depot Company, Royal Australian Regiment, School of Infantry, and as the Operations Officer of the 51st Battalion, Far North Queensland Regiment, in developing and implementing programs to enhance close combat skills and in planning and orchestrating surveillance patrols in Australia's remote northern coastal areas. Warrant Officer Neil Charles Pinker, for outstanding achievement as the Warrant Officer Engineering at No. 36 Squadron, Royal Australian Air Force, displaying exceptional leadership and devotion to duty in revolutionising maintenance of the C-17A Globemaster III aircraft capability and transforming his work into groups into an exemplar of high performance. Lieutenant Colonel C, for outstanding achievement through exceptional commitment, performance and foresight in the improvement, advancement and significant expansion of the Special Operations Intelligence Enterprise capability in Special Operations Command in a period of extraordinarily high operational commitment. Awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia in the Military Division, Warrant Officer Class 1 Clifford Jeffrey Bell, for meritorious service as Company Sergeant Major in the 1st Military Police Battalion, the Trade Transfer Retention Warrant Officer South Queensland, and as Regimental Sergeant Major of the 1st Military Police Battalion, demonstrating exceptional leadership, professionalism and initiative in the development of quality training that has enhanced the security of dignitaries and of soldiers on combat operations. Awarded the Conspicuous Service Medal, Warrant Officer Class 1, Stephen Donald Carmichael. For meritorious devotion to duty, skillful personnel management and outstanding dedication as the Regimental Standards Warrant Officer, 20th Surveillance and Target Acquisition Regiment, in roles pivotal to the operational effectiveness of the regiment, including in the development of a world-class unmanned aerial systems capability. Lieutenant Colonel Scott Stewart Hill. For meritorious achievement to the Australian Defence Force in disaster relief of Operation Fiji Assist 2016, displaying outstanding professionalism, leadership and initiative in a highly challenging situation, and making an outstanding contribution to the Australian Defence Force role in the Australian Government's response following Cyclone Winston in Fiji. Major Daniel Timothy Kemp. For meritorious devotion to duty in improving the welfare of wounded, injured and ill soldiers and their families in the 8th 9th Battalion, the Royal Australian Regiment, in assisting soldiers through management of complex physical and non-physical injuries and operating at the leading edge of contemporary Army practice in this area. Warrant Officer Class 1, Gillian Lorraine Kennedy. For meritorious devotion to duty in the development, training and mentoring of Army's current and future junior leaders through exceptional leadership and outstanding management of her squadron and Royal Military College subunits, and through her role as an exemplar of devotion to duty and the highest levels of service in supporting the development of Australian Army personnel. Sergeant Jared Lee Poxon. For meritorious achievement as the Defence Command Support Training Centre Formation Indigenous Liaison Officer, displaying superior initiative, leadership and commitment in the development of the National Reconciliation Week program for Simpsons Barracks and in establishing a framework that has improved Indigenous cultural awareness within the Australian Defence Force. Warrant Officer Class 1, Lawrence James Wallace. For meritorious achievement as the Artificer Sergeant Major of 20th Surveillance and Target Acquisition Regiment throughout the period January 2013 to July 2016, displaying outstanding commitment and exceptional professionalism in ensuring the success of the maintenance element and entire Shadow 200 capability. Flight Sergeant M, for meritorious achievement as Senior Non-Commissioned Officer Targets, Operation Okra Air Task Group, and as Acting Officer in Charge, Target Materials Section, Number 460 Squadron, demonstrating outstanding leadership and professional mastery that underpin significant, lasting improvements in the Royal Australian Air Force deployed and contingency targeting support capability. Awarded a Commendation for Distinguished Service, Sergeant Daniel Stephen Woodney. For distinguished performance of duties in warlike operations as Force Protection Platoon Sergeant on Operation Okra, contributing through a commitment to excellence and training to significant improvements in Task Force TARGI's force protection procedures and demonstrating superb leadership in managing a critical incident involving the severe wounding of one of his soldiers. Squadron Leader J, for distinguished performance of duties in warlike operations and outstanding airmanship as Commander Task Force 630.1.3 in achieving unparalleled operational mission success rates, in achieving innovation in interoperability exchange with the United States Air Force, and in ensuring the safe recovery of a US Marine Corps aircraft involved in an in-flight emergency. Your Excellency, that concludes this afternoon's awards. Could I invite you now to address the recipients and their guests?
I should begin by apologising for the sniffles. I need some of Mr. Sklavos's pharmaceutical products. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, Kay and I welcome you warmly to Government House today, including our official guests and our recipients and their very proud supporters. I at once acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands around Brisbane, the Turrbal and Yagara peoples, and express my respect to their elders past and present. The family, friends and colleagues of today's awardees are here, of course, to support and applaud their special person as he or she has received an award. But you, our welcome guests today, are far more than witnesses to this important ceremony. We at Government House, aided by the presence of our special guests, do our very best to make the ceremony impressive, dignified and memorable. But your almost palpable happiness and pride makes the recipient's day even more special. I know you would have walked over broken glass to be here in any case, but Kay and I thank you most sincerely for letting us share in your pride and enthusiasm today. You are familiar with the hard work, dedication, professionalism and courage for which your awardee has been honoured. But it's unlikely that today's awardees are well known outside their immediate area of endeavour. They didn't go about their work accompanied by television cameras, applauding crowds or brass bands, though we have one for you today thanks to the wonderful Royal Australian Navy Band, Queensland. For that reason, this investiture ceremony is a revelation, giving us all a rare opportunity to look into the heart of our communities, professions and institutions. We've had the good fortune of learning about our awardees' service and achievements because their work did not go unnoticed. Someone, somewhere, formed the view that they deserved a nomination under the Australian Honours System, and after rigorous independent examination of that record, by the appropriate national awards bodies, today's recipients were judged worthy of recognition. Today we've learned how immunology, the law, the pharmacy profession, community health and the Queensland Parliament have benefited enormously from the contributions of our award recipients. And we've learned of the marvellous contributions of today's impressive number of military awardees in a variety of highly specialised fields. They include high-level strategic planning, close combat skills, remotely piloted and unmanned aircraft, operations intelligence, aircraft maintenance, military police, disaster relief in Fiji, the welfare of soldiers, training next-generation military leaders, airmanship in a combat zone, target acquisition capability and support, the protection of military personnel, and Indigenous liaison. I note that a number of these awards relate to active service during overseas deployments. That list is both confirmation of the complexities of a modern military force and also confirmation that the Australian Defence Force's tradition of proud service to our country is as strong as ever. When today's awardees return to their usual lives, they are no more unlikely to have a brass band accompanying them than they did before. But they will have a mark of distinction capable of drawing attention to them. For that reason, I urge them to wear their medals and ribbons and to use their post-nominals at every appropriate opportunity so that others may be inspired to follow in their footsteps. Kay and I look forward to meeting you all shortly when the Government House team dispenses some well-deserved hospitality. But prior to that, and on behalf of all Australians today, Kay and I offer our wholehearted thanks to our awardees for their marvellous contributions to our country and our communities. And we extend our warmest congratulations on the wonderful national honour bestowed on them today. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the Governor's departure and Vice-Regal salute. Thank you, Your Excellency. Could I invite you and Mrs. De Jersey to retire momentarily while we organise recipients for a photograph?